Hi, I'm Nicholls, head coach at London Grapple. I'm going to show you how to sweep from the dogfight position today. So, grab you. Come out of this slightly. Yeah. Right, so where I play my half, I tend to play this very shallow leg here. I don't punch it through deep. This is to keep my hip protected. So if I punch it deep, this knee will start coming in on my hip and start flattening me. My head will be close, elbow connected. Here again, this elbow is to protect this hip. If he does start coming in on the hip, this elbow will force it back open and protect my lower hip. So here, playing a high knee shield. Just here on the upper shoulder, this hand cupping this shoulder and the hand on the bicep here. I'm going to look for an opportunity to kick through to an underhook on this side. Tend to look for our opponent to take pressure off of us a little bit to do this. Be stimulated in a lot of ways, looking to attack an arm, pulling the head down, any sort of attack where they just pull away slightly. We're then going to kick this leg past and use it as a pendulum to come up. So here, kick past, up here. Head position is hugely important. My head should remain strong all the way through this. If I crumple, he'll get on my neck. So heads up and connected. Do not want space between my opponent and me, because they will then re-pummel his underhook and start looking at body lock past me. So cup in the hip, just sink down. I cup the hip so my shoulder shrug is strong. I need to get weight onto this hand. So here, head high, shoulder shrug, palm on the floor. From here, the footwork at the back is key. So if you just shimmy around a little bit. Here, my lower grapevine leg will come off and my left leg will step over. I will then start looking to drag his leg straight. This means when it's straight, when I get up, this knee will be light, so I'll be able to slide directly down the leg. Here, just come back round. Now, with the dogfight. To push them over here, I want to go as low as possible. I don't want to push into my opponent's base. So I move backwards a long way so my head is level with the hip, and I push sideways into them, getting their hips to drop. From here now, this leg will step over, my head will start coming up high, forcing him down onto his back, and for me to take side control, underhook in the far side, underhook in the near side, or cross facing. One more time. Here, shallow leg, connected. We look for an opportunity to sit up, headstrong. Right leg comes off, left leg goes over, and straighten the back leg. Pop up to your knees, slide backwards, down the leg as low as possible, so my head ends up level with the hip. You'll find it very easy now to start pushing him sideways and for him to sit. From here, head starts coming up high, step over the leg and work our way to side control. Now, you have to add an additional couple of moves into this to really up your percentages. Here, we pop up. At lower levels, so we're talking white belt, they won't whizzer you. So if they don't whizzer you, then we duck out the back door, we start coming out to attack the back. Trying to walk behind my opponent and pushing him over, he'll readjust his base a lot of the time. So he'll move. So if this happens and I'm not getting the reaction that I want, I'll forward roll underneath them. So here, this hand will go through, under the shin, and I'll open the hip as I roll. Pulling hard on the hip, stepping out of his guard, and then moving up again to side control. So, one more time. We've worked our way underhook half. Really get used to the timing on this pendulum here. You might pull the head down, the window might be very small. Left leg over, straighten, here. Pop up, move backwards. If you don't feel like you can push him over because he continues to adjust his base, we then roll. Now, sometimes when they roll, this hand will come out and they'll base on this side. So when we roll, we'll hear that hand hit. The moment we hear that, one of our options is to bounce back up and now start looking to threaten the back. Because he's had to extract his whizzer, his back is now open for us to go after. So now we're finishing in turtle instead of side control. So you play with all three of them. Clear, up, right leg off, left leg on. This is essential to make this knee light. If I try getting up to my knees here with this leg still inside, this knee will be very heavy. So what I need to do is to get weight onto that hand by shoulder shrugging, driving his weight forward, straightening the back leg. Now this will allow my lower leg to slide underneath that knee, making it light. Option one is to push them over, pop up. If they readjust, I roll, I'm back again. If I roll and the hand hits, I pop back up and start looking to threaten the back in turtle. So 3 moves from underhook half guard, moves that everyone should have. These are essential from white belt all the way up to black belt. So that's your first set.